Good night, everyone. This is Sajibal, and my Oh, damn! Okay, I think my stream just echoed for a second there. Sorry. Good night, everyone. Why is my art stream not picking up my? Okay, there we go. That was weird. Suddenly decided not to pick up my Flip Studio Paint. Weird. Okay. So, tonight, it is week 3. Well, I was gonna stream last night, but just some things happened, and I just wasn't able to, just some IRL stuff. A bit unfortunate. I wasn't able to finish this. Let me open it very quickly. I wasn't able to finish this. I think that the exercise is going a lot better than on my first attempts, but I still have a lot to learn. I've been practicing it like what you call it, like traditionally, pen and paper during work breaks and stuff, but I still have issues. Like you can see clearly around here and here, it's not quite working. But yeah, this is an exercise that you just have to keep doing until you get good at it. So I don't feel like so bummed out about not being able to do this one. But yeah, this week I think that I mentioned it last week, but the topic for the week is gonna be hands. I will try to get some actual characters like in between sessions. I don't want to just dedicate the whole week to drawing hands, because I feel like with the box week, I think I realized how boring it is to just dedicate a whole week to one topic. I think that with legs, we just had a lot more to do and think. What am I trying to say? I think that with legs we just had a little bit more room to learn stuff, but with the boxes it was just the same thing over and over again. So I still don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I guess we can learn quite a bit with hands, because there's just like hands are so versatile and just moves in. There's the dog. Hands just move in so many different directions that I think that we're gonna have quite a bit of content to go through. For tonight, I started the leg week. You know, when we started doing these exercises, I started doing legs by studying the anatomy. I think that it's better for the stream if I do this. Yeah, I think that I'm gonna draw on a horizontal canvas tonight. I think it's better for the stream. But yeah, I think that we started the leg week with the anatomy part. We just started the bones and muscles. I haven't really seen many artists like study the hand anatomy. I guess it's just not that important since, well, there aren't many. There aren't really that many muscles that define shape in the hand. It's mostly just the bone part. So if you understand the bones, you just have to fill in the blanks with like flesh. But I guess just to maintain consistency, I think I'm gonna start with the anatomy. I probably won't go as in much detail as I did with the legs. But yeah, let's just do it very quickly. So the way I'm approaching hands right now, the way I do hands is I basically just create this kind of, I guess it's like a cone without the point. I just do that thing, and then I come in like inside, and I look for that fleshy, fatty part where the thumb is attached to, and then I start looking for that thumb somewhere, right? That's a massive thumb that I'm drawing here. Just, you know, right? And then from here we just I basically just do this. And this is and this thumb is way too big. I tend to draw what the heck? Oh, okay, like my thumbs way too big, like way bigger than they should be. That's just like a bad habit of mine. But this is basically what I do for hands, and I haven't studied really that much in this topic. I think that in all my work I have always like almost just winged my way through hands, leading me to have like very mediocre improvised hands. Like you just start going like, oh, well, you know, I place this finger here, and then I just maybe draw the next finger, and then I don't know, just do like a blob on the end, and yeah, those are my fingers, and I just look for the thumb. Right, like oh yeah, that's my hand, and then I start trying to look for the shape and trying to fix it and move around things so that eventually I end up with something functional. But of course, like in order to stop doing that, we're gonna have to learn the actual anatomy of the hand. I guess this should be a little bit higher here. Right. So I think that I have music on the stream, but I don't have it for myself. Just give me a second. I'm just gonna get some music for myself. This isn't right. Yeah, I'm still so bad at managing my stream. I just get confused with so many like different programs. This seems to be right. Only I think that I have way too much volume for myself. Right. I think that's good. Alright. So yeah, I just kind of start dividing this part into the different fingers. We just look for those 4 spaces, and then we can start. Wait, no. See, I'm already making a mistake because I'm not looking for the spaces. I'm actually looking for the for this, like for the lines between. So this would be one finger, right? Right. You can see how much I'm already struggling because I don't like practice this often. I think it should be more like that. Right now, let's not waste time trying to explain, but yeah, you can see how much trouble I have drawing a hand. So I'm gonna look at my reference, right? Once again, I'm looking at the book Anatomy for Sculptures. It has quite a bit of content on hands and arms. And it starts with the anatomy of the hand, which, like I said, it's not something that I often see people studying. But you know, might as well, now that we're just here. So they have this diagram that is like, this is the arm coming. And then there we have the shape that I was talking about. And over here they have the thumb like that. Like that. Like that. Then we have one finger here. We have another finger here. I haven't studied like this whole method, but I've seen Chomang do like 1, 2. That's how he draws his fingers. But that's mostly from like the side view, just 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, right? Like that. That's like one finger there. But for this angle, I don't think it works that well. That's finger there. And there's this there's often more space than you think between the fingers. But I've seen that they arc like this. And same here. Is that finger too long? It's a little bit too big for a finger, but let's go with that. Right. And then we have another finger here. And then we have our pinky finger, which can move quite freely from the hand. Something that I often don't take into account. Yeah, that's our basic hand shape. I'm gonna go very quickly through the anatomy. Like, I don't think that it's necessary to go as much detail as we did with the legs. Let me very quickly just fix some stuff here. Right. What I'm seeing about this, like, the webbing in our hands is that they come in like that. Oh man, no, that's wrong. That's a wrong impression. It's only in this finger. The other ones, it's more like that. Right. Let's suppose this is a hand for now. Let me use a softer eraser. Let's go with that. Then we have something like that, right? Just this sort of shape. And I'm actually gonna move this hand here to the side just to do the little bit of the anatomy. So what I'm seeing here is that we have, I'm gonna use the actual colors that we have in the diagram. So we have like what would we call this? Like a tendon surface here, almost like a wristband, just made of like tendon tissue. And underneath here, there are a bunch of tendons, like actual tendons coming in. We're gonna ignore them, but it's just your forearm muscles coming below that. I guess we'll look at them in a second. But let's first start with this blue muscle that I see here. That it's called the opponent's pollicis. Oh, I guess we're back to butchering muscles names. Right, it goes here and then it gives this shape here. Right, so that's the first muscle we're gonna establish. Something like that. On top of that, we have a muscle that comes in here, and it's quite wide and connects into your thumb like this, and then goes back in like this. Right, like these are all of the muscles that make up that fleshy part of the thumb, like before the thumb, and you can just do that. And again, we could make this like muscle come in to the side. Then we have this muscle here, the green one, is called the abductor pollicis brevis, just in case. And here we have another muscle coming in like this, and then it goes like to around this part of the arm, the hand. Give me a second. And this does this kind of thing, and then that's more muscle. Give me 1 second, there's someone knocking on my door. Sorry. Shouldn't be interrupted so early into the stream, but give me 1 second. I'm back. Sorry. Oh, weird. Llegué para el break. Sorry. Estaban tocando la puerta de la casa, llegó un domicilio y no era mío. Pero pues toca atender porque soy el único que está acá. Bueno. Right, let's continue. Estaba diciendo que realmente nadie estudia la anatomía de la mano. Todo el mundo... O sea, rara vez he visto un artista estudiando esta vuelta, pero dije, bueno, pues... Como para mantener la consistencia, ¿no? Por lo menos entender cómo funciona. Pues voy a hacer un toque más rápido que como fui con la pierna. Más como simplemente es para ver cómo funciona. No voy a ser tan detallado con con el tema de la mano. Right, we have a muscle here. And then we have like another one like very fleshy around this part. You can kind of see that, right? Like these muscles here and this one are like the ones that give the hand quite a bit of fleshiness. And this one ends like around here. And give me a second. I think that this one should be like a little bit more prominent here. And then from there we have a very small one that comes in like this. This around there. And I think that from there we have, well, here we have like more tendons, like in each finger. This is like all tendons and bone at this point. Doesn't seem like there's that much muscle in each finger. I guess all fingers are just bone covered in skin and tendons. So this can be all that, like that. Same with this, and that. Right. But from here, actually, we're gonna take this purple color, and from within this part of the hand, we start seeing this tendon. There's this like very major tendons coming in like this, like from here all the way here, and here they split into two and wrap around the finger like this. In this case they have this kind of shape. Same here, like from here we see another one coming in like that. And then they split and wrap around the finger. And the same goes here. Alright, they have that kind of vibe. Just here too. Right, something like that. And next to them, like right next to them, we have this muscle called the lumbricals or lumbricalis. No, lumbricals. The lumbricalis. That just are right next to this tendon, and they grab this bone of the finger. And my theory is that these are the ones that allow you to close the hand, like the palm of your hand. I assume that these ones are very involved in that movement. Right, something like that. Yeah. I actually covered all this space. Right? And from there, below them, we just have this massive muscle. This whole area. No, wait, this is a mistake. This whole area. Including... I guess it flares out like that. And then this whole area. And this whole area here is one big muscle that is going like this. Right? And that big muscle is called the adductor pollicis. And from there, we just have another big muscle going like this. Let me do like this. Covering all the missing space here. Yeah, it seems to be like around there. Something like that. We've pretty much lost the shape. I guess we can do this. Kind of. Right. But yeah, it's pretty much the palm of the hand. Something very important, I guess, it's this bone here. Let me grab like this color to make it a little bit lighter. There's like a very important bone here, and it connects then to this part of your forearm. That I guess this part here is what gives Hola John. Today we're gonna be studying the hand. So as you can see, we're breaking down the anatomy. yeah, I took your comment to heart, so I changed it a bit. I'm still not like quite happy with it. I'm not completely decided that that's the one that's gonna be it. But yeah, it's a little bit more upbeat than before. I just kept thinking about how you said that it sounded depressing. But yeah, I think that this part here, like this connection between these two bones, like this one and this one, is what gives the arm like this little bump. When you're drawing the arm, like let's suppose this is an arm, and you start establishing the hand like that, you give it like a little bump here, right? It should be like around here, right? Like the connection is not like that. It has like a little bump there. I guess it's caused by this connection between these two bones there. Right, let's quickly go through the other views, just to move on. I don't want to spend too much time just doing anatomy. The inner part of the hand. So if we go like, let me go very quickly and very loose with this. Like that. And then the thumb is gonna be like inside there. Like that. And then we can do it like Oh, that's terrible. Right, let's suppose that this is like the inner part of the hand. Right, let me clean it up a bit. Alright, something like that. I think this finger is too long. Right, so it's gonna be the inner part. Let's flesh it up a bit. This is completely wrong. Give me a second. What am I looking at here? We're not really seeing this last finger here. It was a mistake. And then this last finger would just be coming like from behind. Right, something like that. All right. Now let's copy this here. What do I usually listen when I draw? What do you mean, like? Oh, the music I normally listen to is just like J-pop. I just listen to like my favorite artists, just Ado and Eve, and I cannot pronounce their names, but I've been listening to like a lot of Dandaran, no, not Dandaran, like Creepy Nuts, like the guys that did the Dandaran opening. I just wanted to check out like all of their music, like whatever they did before that. It's pretty good. I've been liking it a lot. Oh, for drawing I use Clip Studio Paint. It's called Clip. Wait. Huh? Very good. It's called Clip Studio Paint. It's very nice because you only have to pay for it once. You don't need a monthly membership or anything. You can pay like a yearly membership, but I recommend that you buy the full license, and you only pay for it once and you just have it forever. I would wait for a sale though, because it goes on sale pretty often. But yeah, that's usually that's what I use. I used to use Photoshop, and Photoshop has like some very, very nice and professional features. But Adobe just sucks as a company, so I refuse to give them money. And I could like pirate it, I guess, but I just don't want to mess with it. I just prefer to have like an actual app to use and just use that. Right, let's very quickly do this. What I'm seeing here is that this big muscle that we have here, this brown muscle that we drew, pretty much takes like this entire part of the arm of the hand, like here. Right, we just place it like that. Right, it starts here and finishes up like this. And then we have just all this muscle here, and I appreciate you guys speaking in English tonight. Guess it's good practice for all of us. A veces me dan ganas como de hablar en español, como que digo, marica, pues, o sea, me concentro más hablando en español que en inglés, pero como que también quiero practicar, pues pocas oportunidades tengo para hablar inglés en el día a día, ¿no? Right, this muscle is this one that we were seeing there. It's just like a little red muscle there. So I've been seeing like a lot of other drawing channels in Spanish, and they seem to have like quite an active audience. So I'm like, so maybe I should just do that, but I guess one of my fortes is that I can speak both. So if whatever people like, whatever language people speak, I can like respond to them. We just have bone here. Bone. It comes in like that. Bone, bone. This is all bone. Same here. It's just something interesting that I guess it's pretty obvious, but you don't really think about it until you're doing these kinds of studies. Is that like if this were your finger, right? Like right, if that's your finger, the bone is sitting towards the top, and all this part here below is like flesh and fat. Right, but that's just like lack of practice. Yeah, for example, like ahí dijiste, what's the name of the app you use? But that's like quite general, right? Like eso es muy general, es como, ¿qué app usas? Y es como, no, pues, en este momento tengo abierta en el computador como 8 apps distintas, ¿no? Entonces como, pues, ¿app para qué? They said como, what's the app you use for drawing? Okay, it's this one, but, right? But yeah, that's just lack of practice, right? Like, if you keep coming to my stream, we can practice English together. That's the plug for the day. I gotta learn how to do the YouTuber stuff. Hey guys, press like and leave a comment and all that stuff. I can't. No puedo. Me muero de la vergüenza. Right, let's go back to this. So these tendons here that we were drawing in purple come like from below the come from below the finger, right? And I don't quite see how they wrap around. I guess they don't wrap around like this, like behind the finger. They don't do this. They only really wrap around the finger to like around the lower part of the bone. Same here. Alright. And that's pretty much all we have there. This part here is all bone. This is all bone. I guess we can separate them. Like, there's a big bone that comes up onto here. It goes right, like it's like that. And it connects with another bone here that goes into the forearm. that. And then here it's a finger bone here, and this one is like that, and then this one is like this. This one goes like that. And I saw a meme once about the tip of your fingers, and they have this very suggestive shape, right? Like all the tip of your fingers look like that. So when you suck your finger, you know, I'm an old man, by the way. Yeah. There's another one here. I guess this bone should be thicker and draw it like way too. Yeah, I can see that happening. But for example, in that particular phrase you're saying what app do you use to drawing is not like people are not gonna understand you, but it's more natural to say what app do you use for drawing, or what app do you use to draw, right? It's like, it sounds more natural. I don't know why. I don't study English. Those are just things that I have picked up from hanging around American friends and stuff. It's just like some things are not necessarily wrong to say, but they just don't. They just sound robotic, or they sound like unnatural. So yeah. I like. Of course, I can completely understand you, right? Like, I'm just like being pedantic just to like mainly to have a topic to talk about, I guess. Just makes streaming a little bit more comfortable to talk to you guys. I've streamed like a couple of days, like completely by myself. It was fine. Like I can jab to myself like for hours, but after a while it just gets boring. Right, we have. Let me check real quick what this is. 17. Extensor carpi ulnaris. I guess it's a muscle that it comes like around this bone here, and it just fades into the forearm here, and it grabs this bone here. I'm not sure what the intent of that muscle is. I guess it just helps you pivot your hand up and down. We have this big muscle here coming in from the forearm and wrapping around like the top of this bone structure here, and it goes all the way to the tip of your finger. I wonder if it splits into all your fingers. Give me a second. Well, it's not denoted what it's called. Did you guys hear the very loud motorcycle? Yeah, because on top of this we have like this. I'm not sure if it's also muscle. It looks more like tendons coming up, and then this one seems to be the one that divides into each finger like that. Right. I guess I can just take this. Right, I can just turn this one into the into the top of the palm. Right, for example, I don't know how you are in real life. Wait, what? But no one is looking at you physically, so you can be free to do. Wait, you don't know how I look? Didn't you see me in a webcam once at the illustration club? I used to turn my camera on back then. No? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I don't really want my... Well, I'm still not quite sure if I will ever show my face like on the internet again. It's just... I don't know. You just see so many weird stuff happen on the internet. I guess that I just grow a little paranoid. I just think that the less your face is out there, the better. But I guess sometimes I try to think about the kinds of videos that I want to make, because I don't just want to stream. I also want to take like time to make some videos. And I think that having my face on camera would be like a lot more helpful for the kind of video I want to do. But I don't know. But yeah, it's nice to not show your face, I guess. Because yeah, I could be sitting here in pajamas and nobody would know. I'm not. I come back from work and I just stay in the same clothes I came back in. But yeah, I could definitely do that. Right, so this is the top of the hand. We're gonna have the same, like, I'm gonna call it the tendon wristband. It's kind of this weird structure here around your wrist. I guess it's the wrap. Since let me look for the bones. Right, since I guess your bones are coming in like this. Like you have one big bone coming in like this. Wait. Let me do this. There we go. So you have this big bone here. And a little bit of a smaller bone, like in here. And over here we just have a mess of like very small muscle, like a very small bones here. I don't want to draw them all because it's a lot. And then here is where your fingers start growing from, right? Like that. So I guess that tendon wristband over there just helps keep things in place. It's my theory. What's my reset button? Okay. Right, let's do this one very quickly because it seems a little bit complicated. Interesting. Give me a second to look at this. Tendon. And the 14 is the tendon. Strange. So the main thing I'm seeing here that is like important to know, because there's a lot of muscles coming in there. Right, let's just focus on the important part. This tendon here that we drew in blue and this one that we drew in pink. Like the blue one comes from here, from the forearm, and then leads directly into your pinky finger, like that. Right. Right, and then this pink one is actually a separate body. Comes in from like this side of the forearm, around there. And it splits into your pinky finger, so your pinky fingers gets two tendons, right? But here, it splits into all your fingers. like that. Right. It doesn't go to your thumb, just to your like. To your, it only goes to your digits, and it's like connected like this. So a little bit weird. Right, something like that. And your thumb gets like its own set of tendons. There's one going like that. I guess what's important to know here is that your pinky finger gets its own tendon that it's like for its own, but then it shares tendons with the other fingers. I guess that's why some people can move their pinky independently, while some people can't. I don't think I can. Right, like if you try to, with your hand outstretched right now, if you try to bend your pinky finger forward, it's gonna take the finger next to it with it, right? So I guess it's because of this. I guess it's because they share this structure together. But some people, like, I think guitar players can, with time, just like be able to, I guess they sever this connection. I don't know what happens like physically, but they are able to move their pinky finger completely independently from the rest of the hand. I don't know if that's something they develop over time, or if it's like something that they're born with. Right, let me where's my this one, this hand. Let me copy and paste it. And let me flip it. Right, and what we're gonna do now is erase all the inner part, and we're gonna try to turn this one into the outer part of the hand. But yeah, if you want to know how I look IRL, I guess Isa can tell you how close I look to my to my avatar. I guess the last time Isa saw me in real life, I hadn't yet shaved my head. I only started doing that recently. But yeah, I now have a completely shaved head. So let's extend this thumb a little bit, just let's just pretend that that's somewhat functional, because I don't want to like... Right. This should be like there. My chibi. Yeah. People in uni, like when I was in university, they would mock me because they would just draw. Well, back when I had hair, they would just go like, right. When I had hair, they would just do this, and that was me. like, oh yeah, Santiago is so easy to draw. Right, that's just my face there. But now I don't have hair, so it's this. Yeah. We had this, well, someone made a project where you could draw yourself in pixel art, and they drew my face with like 5 pixels, and everyone I became like the most recognizable character in the game because it was just like the most simplistic face. Right, this part, let's go quickly over it since it's not that important. This tendon here comes like from on top. Before that, let me right, just to have the two parts. So it comes from the top, and it starts wrapping around like from top of your hand, comes down your finger, and goes all the way to the top, to the tippy toe of your finger. And I guess it connects where your fingernail is. Right, so if your fingernail is like, let me like that. Right, it connects that right there. Let's give her like. Did you guys watch Saint Seiya? Like Los Caballeros del Zodiaco? Right, like Scorpio. But yeah, there. It wraps around like where there's a joint in your finger, it wraps around the joint, so it wouldn't be like here. It does like that, and I guess it's hard to represent from this angle, but it like splits into like here, into different ways. I guess because it starts heading towards the other fingers, so it starts like splitting. From here, like from this part here, we have what I'm assuming is gonna be this muscle here that we drew in orange, this one. I think it's that muscle that it's coming like around here. And right there. And this muscle is like, am I using the, yep, it's using the wrong brush. Well, I mean, this muscle has like this sort of shape. It's not like that. It's more like, well, it wraps around the hand like that. And here we have more bone coming in like that. And here we have, there's some muscle that we haven't drawn before. Let me grab like a blue, like a purplish blue. Let's, right. It's this whole part here is one single big muscle. And it's like, it wraps around in very weird shapes. It's like a group of muscles, but it's represented as one. Right, it's one big muscle here. Like around there. And I didn't draw it here, but this same muscle that we see here covers the top of your hand, like almost completely. Like it's here, it's here, it's here, and it's here. Right, like all the top of your hand is covered by that muscle. It's actually like this shape. All right, darken it a little bit. And I guess I lied before when I said, wait, let me check this diagram. No, I didn't lie. Like this tendon that I was talking about here, that it's only for your thumb. comes from all the way here on top. Like, remember that here we have this, like, tendon wrist wrap? And from below it comes this... Let me grab another color. Let me grab, like, a yellow, since we haven't used that. Comes in, like, this tendon. Comes, like, from here, and it goes all the way here to your thumb. Right, and it covers, like, this part of your thumb. And the same way that we did here, it, like, wraps around the thumbnail. I like that. But also, there's another one. Now, I don't know if it's connected to this one. I don't think so, but it comes, like, from this part. Like, there's a muscle here coming in below. And then it connects to your thumb. Like that. And I think that's the most important parts of the hand anatomy. Guess what we should really take into account of all of this are this muscle here. Let me grab, like, my red. Let me grab, like, a strong brush, right? So this muscle here, this muscle here, this. Let me do another layer. This muscle here, this group of muscles here, which is this one here, is this one. And we should just take into account that, oh well, this one's also important because it wraps, like, pretty much all the top of your hand. But I guess that's pretty much as we should take into account from the hand anatomy, because these are the muscles that give shape to the hand, I guess. As you can see, there's a lot of bone. Like, your fingers are all bone and skin and tendons. But the very big muscles are located at the palm of your hand, not really at the top. Right. What time is it? It's 9. Okay, I've got another hour to go. I wanted to check very quickly. I don't think I'm gonna draw it, but I want to check, like, the bone structure of the hand, just to see what if I can see something interesting. Right, I think that we touched on this before, but let me erase this. So if this is your forearm coming in like this, let me grab my drawing pen. Right, it's coming in like this. And it's coming in like this, right? Like, this is your forearm. It has, like, a little bump here, right? Like, right there. It doesn't connect to your hand like that, right? It has, like, this little bump here. And that's caused because there's a bone here with this, like, sort of shape. And it goes quite deep into your hand, like that. And then there's another bone here connected to it, I guess through tissue. Like that. Coming in, going like that. And if you touch your arm, like your forearm, you can very easily feel those two bones. It's a little bit creepy. Like, if you extend your arm and you grab onto your forearm and you start rotating it, you can see how those two bones, like, intertwine. It's I don't know, I don't like it. It's creepy. it's weird. And from here, from, like, this little bed that this bone forms here, is where the bones of the hand start forming. I said I wasn't gonna draw them, but let's just give it a try. It's like there, it's one there, it's one here. It's a big one here. There's a small one here. A very tiny one here. And then there's two splits, there's a split here. and a quite big one here, right, like that. And that's pretty much the palm of your hand, like that. No, that's like your wrist. No, that's not your wrist, that's like on top of it. Like if you touch the very, like around this area, you're gonna feel that, like very weird bone structure. From here, you can, they just start forming your fingers. You have a big bone here, going like that, like this. There's one there. Then there's a very strong and big one here, going like this. Not quite so long, but right, like that. I guess it was a little bit longer than I expected. Right. And then there's like 4 next to those, pretty much with the same structure. Right, but what's interesting, let me finish this before I say the conclusion. This is wrong. Well, this is wrong. Wait, I don't want to give you guys misinformation. I don't want to lie. This one here takes over these 2 little bones, right? So this is like your index finger. There. And this one overlaps with this one a little bit. But it comes only to half of this bone, this big one here. Like that. And then, am I missing one? I guess I'm missing one bone here. Right, like I was missing this one. That's why I was confused. Right. So we have this one. I'm just like bullshitting my way here. Right there. And we have this one here. Right, like that. But what's interesting, right? Like these bones that you can very distinctly see that this is like your 5 fingers. But these bones that we drew here are not part of your fingers yet. They definitely lead into your fingers, like right here we have well, I guess this one is actually part of your thumb. But it's like the, I don't know how to say it. It's like around this area here. This is where it's placed. This bone, number 1 here. But here we go, like that. And then we have the very funny shape that I was talking about a while ago. It's like that. Right? Like these 2 bones here are the ones that actually make up your finger. Those are the parts like actually bend and stuff. The thumb is actually just composed of 2. Right? Like, yeah, there's this one here, which you can feel. It's part of that very fatty and fleshy part of your hand. But the rest of your thumb is just this. And you can only bend it in one place, like here. This one, well, I guess 2, like here and here. But yeah, that's your thumb there. And your fingers, like your digits, are actually able to bend in 3 different parts. So here's one big muscle, one big bone, sorry, here. Like that. Then there's another one here, like a little bit shorter. And then there's it looks like, I guess it doesn't look like what I was saying. It looks more like a little mushroom. It's a little bit cute. It's like that. Right, it's like a little mushroom. It's way smaller than that. It's like that. Right? So this bone here, the number 2, is completely inside the palm of your hand. And your fingers are like, this is your knuckle here. Right? And this is the first part where your finger can bend. Like it can, if this is your hand and this was your joint, your fingers can go like that. Right, like. Right, they can bend like to almost like straight angle here. They can't really go lower than this. They can a little bit, like they can go like that almost, but that's like the top of what your finger can bend there. And then there this joint here that would allow it to go it would allow it to go like that. It's this part here. Oh, whoops. Right, and then this part here is just this last joint here that allows your finger to do that. Right? So I think that's as much anatomy as I want to study for the hand. I don't think that I'm missing many more things that would be important. I think that from this point onwards, it's just a matter of practicing like the different ways in artists just propose to stylize the hand. So for that, what I'm gonna do now, I don't have I have my favorite book for this kind of stuff. I left it at the office today, so I take it with me to practice. But I have another one which is actually, wait, no, I have, it's at the bottom of a pile of books. Let me try to get it. I need book storage. I have like piles and piles of books. Right, I got it. Let me very quickly look at this one and see how this artist does it. This is the arm, this is the hand. Oh yeah, this is a good method. Let's go with this. So this book is Design Your Own Anime and Manga Characters by TV Choi. You can look at her online. Let me give me a second. I need to get rid of my books. Right. Her name is T.B. Choi. It's a very prominent artist. I think she works in Riot Games, or at least she has done a lot of work for League of Legends. I recently saw that she worked on Overwatch. If you guys have seen the Gundam Wing collab, I think she designed the Gundam Epion skin. Right, so this is her book. It's called Design Your Own Anime and Manga Characters. And what she's doing here, what I find interesting, is she's taking all this complexity that we saw here and she's just breaking it down into, let me very quickly try to sketch that hand she's doing. So she's got her forearm here coming in like this. And then she separates this part for the hand into 3 sections, like that. she establishes this. Does she explain like step by step? Not really. Not quite. I guess she does, but not at this stage. I really like this book, but I would not recommend it to a beginner. It's not beginner friendly in my opinion, because I think that the author just expects you to be like a little bit more advanced in observation, because she does not give you like a step-by-step guide on how to draw her construction suggestions. She just gives you the construction and expects you to be able to do it on your own. Well, I don't know if that's her intention. Of course, I don't know her or anything, but that's like the impression I get from this book. Like if I had this book when I was just beginning, I don't think I would have been able to follow it. All right. All right, so we've got this. This thing here. Right, and she starts breaking down the fingers from here. Let me zoom out a little bit so that I'm not concerned as much with detail. And she places like this shapes at the top of your fingers. Right. And then this part here she groups together almost. Let's begin with the index. Is this the index or? Huh. I don't know the names of the fingers in English actually. I think the index is your pointer finger, right? Which one is? And I guess it's index, middle finger, annular, and pinky finger. Are those the names? Let me Google this. This is gonna be embarrassing. Finger names. Images. Right, so yeah, your pointer finger is your index, then your middle finger, and then your ring. Okay, so the annular is called the ring finger. Yeah, okay, I wasn't that far off. Isa, that picture you sent me of your desk, I'm so jealous of that Akali figure you have. You didn't show me those Lego Arcane minifigs. What? That's so cute. Right, let's keep drawing. I'm gonna keep staring at your desk if I don't. Wait, so yeah, we have... Right. She separates the fingers into like these 3 big groups. It's not quite like that. This division here is a little bit lower than expected. And from here... right? It's like there. It's something like this. Oh god, that's this hand looks terrible. What did I do wrong? Let me analyze. I guess the thickness of the fingers is it's not quite right. Right. Right, let's just ignore this for a second. That's not really important for now. Like, we're not getting into details today. I think that's more for like the latter parts of the week. Right. Just driving me crazy. Should these fingers be bigger? Is that what the problem is? Or is it that the pinky finger is too small? Well, that's a very clunky hand. Let's just ignore that fact for a second. But what I want to show you here is that she divides the hand into like this plane here, and this plane comes down. Wait, no, it's like into that plane, then into this plane, then into this plane, and then she just separates the fingers like into their own bodies like this. Like that. I guess that's not quite right, but like this plane comes up. Right, and what I guess it's happening here is that these are the major parts in which the hand like bends. Like, should we have like a little bit of like this whole part here can bend forward like that. Like, how do I do this? Well, let's draw it, I guess. Oh. Wait, which... let me... That's not what I want. There we go. Right. So those planes help us in knowing that we can take this finger here and this finger here. And like... this... like the range of movement of the thumb is kind of crazy, because it can come... like... This is me freehanding things, so this is not in the book, so it may not look as good. Right. Wait, no, that's completely wrong. Let me try to do it. I guess this is actually coming forward like this, and then that allows us to like this finger is gonna come like that, Then we get a lot of like bending here. Like that. And then the thumb is able to come all the way here and rest almost flat against it. Right. Guess it's not this high up. Okay, I'm starting to see my mistake. It's actually a little bit like around here-ish. And from here it just bends like that. And then we get a lot of like folds from the hand here. But what I wanted to show here, like very sloppily, is once again those same colors. Let me grab my flat brush. So in this case, this plane is gonna like bend a lot. Like, all those folds are gonna collapse onto each other. Right, like this space here is gonna just become very thin here. While this part stays almost the same. Like, yeah, this part up here bends. Like, this whole plane here bends. And this green part here, like, comes forward and overlaps with that blue part. So I guess that's the objective of breaking down the palm of the hand like that. Let me fix this. It's like a... something like that. God. Well, you can see why I need to study hands, because this is terrible. Right. This is why we're doing this week. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of seeing from that exercise. Right. Right, something like that. That looks so bad, so wrong. But yeah, that's what I'm gathering from this. Like, it's dividing itself into these three parts. Like, the palm of the hand is dividing itself into these three parts. Because that middle part, that blue part, I guess it doesn't really squish. Like, if you try to do this movement with your hand, the blue part is not squishing itself down. Because if you look at it from the top of your hand, the blue part is still there. It's not being squished, it's being overlapped from this angle. Like, this green part is taking it over, while this pink part is maintaining itself. Even though it becomes like foldy here, it's not really losing its shape. I guess all these three planes that she's giving us kind of maintain their shape. They only really overlap over each other, is what I'm gathering. I'm gonna hide this hand. It's embarrassing. I don't want people to look at that. Yeah. And she has this little, well, she has like a less realistic depiction here. I guess I could... let me erase this. Because from the top, she's got like... she's got like this. Alright, we've got that there. We've got the pinky finger here. Right. Your knuckles. Right, like that. I suppose this is the top of your hand. I think I'm having a little bit of issue with the fingers spacing. And on this top of the hand, she does this. She does like well, let me detail it a little bit so it's more clear that it's the top of the hand. Let me clean it up a bit, just so that it's not so messy. Right, there. And that just placing the nails makes it clear that it's the top. Right. Oh god, that thumb looks terrible. Is it too big? I have like a thing for just drawing massive thumbs. Well, not a thing, it's just like a bad habit. Right. What am I doing? Like I just zoom in and then when I look away I'm like, oh god, what's this? Right, let's... I don't want to spend too much time like detailing because that's more for like the latter parts of the week. Tonight we're just trying to understand method and structure. Right, so this whole part is turned into the like the blue plane, but this one here, like this wrap around here, she considers the... Oh well. Like she considers to be part of the thumb, like fleshy part that allows it to move. Right, that's pretty much the division, and you don't see this pink part from the top of your hand. If it were me, I would like place just a little bit of it like around here. Right, but yeah, I think this is a fine method, but it's very like... I guess let's... Let me do the following exercise that she has in the book, just to, before I give my opinion on the method as a whole, if it's for me or not. Damn, she... I guess a little bit of an important tip that she has here is that if we were to grab this hand here, right, like that. From this top part here, let me grab my, like that. Right, like that. From the bottom of the palm, like around there, is around the space. Let me try to very quickly sketch something out here. It's too small. Right. Wow, that's very slanted. Why do I have this tendency to slant things? I wonder if it's lack of practice or if it will just forever be like that. Right. So right, so it's basically like from the tip of your finger to the bottom of your palm is around the space that the face occupies in the head. It's not the size of the head, right? It's more the size of the face area. Why is it still slanted? Do I just turn my head to when I draw or something? But yeah, from here, just right. Right, I don't know. Right, let me start stalling and actually try this exercise. Another thing to... I keep looking forward in the book before I do this. The pinky finger should be around, like should match around this joint on the ring finger. What is this? Draw the ring and index fingers to reach half point of the middle finger top joint. Huh? Wait, draw the ring and index fingers to reach the half point of the middle fingers. Oh, I see. I see. Let me draw... let me lower the opacity here a little bit. Same with here. Right? And what she's saying here is that to to draw this, like the index finger and the ring finger should come up, like the top of the fingers should come up to around the middle of this last joint of the middle finger. So I drew this middle finger way too short. Let me fix that. Right, so let's put that as our like first joint, like around there. And the other one would be like around there. And then this last one like very long or something? But it should be like around there. I guess that's the main mistake I'm making, just making the middle finger almost the same length as the other two. When I look at my hand, it's not quite as exaggerated. Like, yeah, this is something like, I learned this in Doctor House. It's a detail that you should, like, nobody's gonna notice. And I don't know if this is like, it's probably not true for 100% of the population, but in general, I think that the ring finger is longer than the index finger in males. And the index finger is longer than the ring finger in females. Well, male bodies and female bodies is what I mean. I don't know if it's probably not like 100%. It's not like a 100% constant, but it's just interesting. I guess it's a little bit of detail that you can add to your characters. Right. And the thumb, when it touches the finger next to it, it should come to around. Let me look at my hand. I'm not gonna look at the book. Like if the hand is completely together, the thumb barely makes it past the joint here. So I guess this joint here is very short. In my study, it should be placed a little bit higher for this to be correct. But yeah, this part of the thumb can basically rest in this area here. Is what I'm noticing. I don't know if I made a mistake with that explanation. Let me fix this and that. Okay. Right. Let's actually do the actual exercise that I've been avoiding. So she has. This is a more of like a three-dimensional shape. I don't even know how to tackle it. I'm gonna give it my best shot, but I don't think that I'm gonna be successful in this study or this exercise. Right, so how would I... What I think that I'm gonna do is establish this blue part here in a bit of a three-dimensional shape. Like that. And I'm gonna give it like a little like plane here on top for the fingers to rest in. Like this is gonna have 1, 2, 4 fingers, but I honestly don't know how. Like one here, one here, one here, and one here. Right. And from here, I'm gonna go like this. Right, so this is our blue part. This is this. I'm now gonna add the pinky part. The pinky part now. Well, yeah, it's on the side of the pinky, but this pink part here. What I'm gonna do is bring down a lift here. And from this part here, well, I guess I'm gonna come into the, like that, and I'm gonna bring it down I guess in this top part, we're not gonna have the pinky. It's only gonna be 3 fingers, and the pinky is here. So that's why this didn't quite fit before. Right, like that. Here. And then we're gonna add this green part here. Just shouldn't be worrying about where the finger goes yet. Just add the structure. Let's not worry about details. It's just like a big lump of meat, really. Right. Right, so this is like our hand so far. And if we were to add like the fingers, starting with the index finger, the index finger is like broken down into this shape here. And from here we have like a connection like that. Is this finger too small? Let me grab this. Right, so we have that finger there. Let me grab this here. That's quite a long joint. I guess it's just the angle that it's making it come forward like that. Let me fix the angle a little bit. Is this correct? Yeah, I think that this is correct. This one comes here and this one comes there. And then we're gonna have in here another one coming in like this. Is this clear? I think that this joint should be bigger. I think it was correct the first time I drew it. Let's clean this up a little bit. I think the proportions are not quite correct. Well, I'll evaluate that afterwards. She's placing the thumb like around here. Like that. Like that. And then she comes in like that. The thumb should have like an upward leaning shape. something like that. And then this is way too exaggerated. I think this is causing my shapes to not look as clear. Right. And this here should come more like that. I think. Let me redraw these fingers. Just because the stream is about to end, so I wanna like have at least this successful exercise. Alright. This is still not quite working. Let me... Right. Something like that. I think that I have like a little bit of proportion issues. Yeah, I think that the thumb needs to be like up like this length. And then this part needs to be like this fleshy part needs to be a little bit bigger. Then we can divide the thumb into the two joints that we studied before. But these fingers actually should be... Wait. It's like a little bit higher. Maybe a little bit bigger too. Same with this one, I guess. Does that look better? But yeah, the whole point of this exercise is that we can see... Well, rather, not the point of the exercise is... I haven't checked the whole book, maybe it's different, but what I'm seeing here is that we can identify these bodies being placed. Right. can pretty much see that. You can see those bodies in work. Right. We're just 2 minutes away from 10 p.m., which is the time that I gotta finish the stream. We did quite a bit today, like more than we normally do, I think. I think that I want to keep going forward with this kind of studying where I don't try to like render and be super perfect about the details, because in this first stage when I'm studying the anatomy and when I'm like just trying to understand the structure, I don't really need to draw beautifully. I just need to get the concept in paper and try to understand it, like try to wrap my head around it. So from now on, I think that this oh my god, my voice just cracked. I'm a fully grown adult, by the way. And this first stage, I just want to grab like the main concept. I just want to understand what I need for the next like I want to understand what I personally need, because I have like a vague idea of what styles I like and which ones I don't like, and that gives me like, it may be a misguided idea, but I think it gives me an idea of what I want or what I need from each of these topics that we study. And I think that from the hand, I need, more than anything, I need a way to draw like the main structure of the hand. And I think I'm gonna have to study the hand holding a lot of things like swords and wands and stuff, because a lot of my characters just have those kinds of props. Like if we go back to this character that I haven't been able to finish, let's load it up. Right, I've been teasing this character for like 3 weeks now. I have not been able to but you can see here that I didn't quite understand what I was doing with this hand. This one came out surprisingly well. Like I'm already seeing the thumb thing and the mistakes, but it came out decently. This one no, this one I have no idea what it was doing. But yeah, I want to be able to do like all these like very delicate poses, because I want to draw like spell casting hands and stuff. So I don't think I need all of this that we studied at first. I just wanted to, you know, like have a vague idea how it works. I think that I need more, try to practice this type of thing, like this sort of structures that will allow me to do very refined hand gestures. But yeah, tomorrow I think I'm gonna finish starting this chapter on hands on the TV Choi book. It's not that long. We're on page 1. We did page 1 and page 2. We need page 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's it. It's only 6 pages. So I think that tomorrow I'm gonna finish studying that these pages. And if I finish quickly, like within the first hour, I'll just do the thing we did last week where we went and looked for YouTube tutorials. See how other artists draw hands. I want to study Chomang's method, because Chomang is an artist that I like. He explains things in a way that my brain just clicks, right? I just understand what he's saying. Of course, I can look at I can look at like my books and stuff, but videos are always like so much more comprehensive. Thanks, Isa. Yeah, this last one was a bit iffy, but yeah, I'm not that. After this correction of the middle finger here, I think that this hand worked a lot better than before. These hands are a little bit chubby, but I think they're fine. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you very much, Isa and John, for showing up. I really appreciate it. Remember to leave a like and subscribe and do the YouTube stuff. Leave a comment. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. But yeah, I don't have a catchphrase to say goodbye. That's gonna be my catchphrase. My catchphrase is gonna be I don't have a catchphrase. I appreciate all of you coming tonight. I hope you have a great rest of the week. And will be tomorrow here, 8 p.m. GMT -5. But until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.